Hello, darlings. Goldie Goldstein is here. The lights are on. Listen, honeys, I just came to check in case anybody was gathering here on our usual Saturday night. Luckily, everybody, I think, got the message, darlings, that this week we're going to do a very special Sunday matinee in honor of Broadway and the matinees that have not been occurring. We've been missing them dearly. But also, of course, in honor of Mama's Day. Tomorrow is Mother's Day, darlings. And my mother would not live it down or let me live it down if I didn't do something live on Mother's Day. Of course, it's heartfelt, and I'm looking very much forward to it. But I thought I would just check in quickly. Usually we've been doing these Saturday nights, darlings, and now we're changing it up a little bit. We're going to go into the Zoom Boom Room tomorrow. So check on Facebooks and look for Goldie Goldstein. The links will be there. The fact that it's going to be in the Zoom Boom Room means I will be able to see you, darlings, if you so choose, if you so pre-select, and you know who you are. There's no performance pressure. This is a gathering. It's a celebration. It's casual. I call it quarantine casual, darlings. That's what you should dress in. Quarantine casual. Don't get stressed out about it. It's a Sunday. Everybody is still in quarantine. This is 2020 after all, honey. It is 2020, honey. And Mother's Day is coming right on the money. You know what I'm saying? Right in the middle of it. And we're here still in the epicenter. Lovely Queens, New York. It's good to be the queen in Queens, and except in the quarantine, in which case you're not really much more of a queen than any other schnook. And I don't mind getting schnookered now and then, but listen, this quarantine is it's a little much, all right? So we're going to send up blessings for Mother's Day. What else are we going to do? What do you think? We're going to sing a few songs. We're going to gather together. We're going to put our hands together, you know, virtually and virtuously, darlings. I'm going to bring the virtuality and the virtuosity to bear. And we're going to sing a few songs. We're going to just chit-chat, check in, say hello. And of course, I'm going to talk about my mother. Why wouldn't I not talk about my mother, darlings? It's Mother's Day. She insists she does not want to show up because, of course, she hasn't been to the beauty parlor. Hasn't been to the beauty parlor during the quarantine, and she's not complaining. She is not complaining. She told me to say very clearly and specifically, she is not complaining. Of course, every time I FaceTime with her, and yes, I do FaceTime with her, the first thing she does is complain about her hair. All right, listen, that's neither here nor there in this case. We're not going to worry about it, of course. We will just go online tomorrow in the Zoom Boom Room. That's Goldie Goldstein's Zoom Boom Room. You heard it here, trademarked it. Listen, girl's got to do, all right? And we will talk about her. If she doesn't want to show up, we will talk about her even more. That's what I'm saying. So it's going to be fantastic, darlings. If you're out there right now, or if you're watching this at a further time, then let me just say from this point in time, what we're calling May 9th, 2020, here in the quarantine, Goldie Goldstein is sending you her blessings and her love, extravagant love, I might say, fabulous love, love that comes from within, from deep within the well springs. You know what I'm saying? Not to be confused with the mattresses well springs. You know what I'm saying? Because those have been getting a workout. Listen. But the love comes from deep within the well of the soul, honey. And what we're realizing in this quarantine, in this pandemical situation, what is emerging, I would say, is more of a soulfulness. And that is something we should be thankful for, actually, thankful for. Because life is a matter of soul. Life is the journey of the soul. occasionally there is fillet of soul involved. That is true. And it can be very delicious and nutritious. And occasionally a little suspicious. But that's neither here nor there. Listen, I'm sending my blessings and my love to everybody in the ethernets, everybody in the future and in the fuchsia who might be watching this little ditty of a live stream in which we pose the questions, now that I'm thinking about it. If Goldie live streams in the ethernets and nobody is listening, do I still make $1 million? That's what I want to know, honey. That's the $1 million question. That's what we call it. But not to worry, darlings. We are developing our Broadway extravaganza, a one-woman show that will be ready to go when Broadway reopens, and maybe even before Broadway reopens. If you know what I'm saying. I've got ideas, honey. Give me a call. Give me a little jingle. Right now, it's casual Saturday. I'm not all schmutzed up. You know what I'm saying. I just threw something on, not to shock the youngins. You know, they don't need to see the Twin Peaks in their full-blown majesty on a Saturday night, especially with Mother's Day around the corner. So I just dolled it up a little bit, put a little. I definitely sprayed. You can't smell, but I definitely sprayed it. Gave it a nice scent, a nice aroma so it could waft. I like when a nice aroma is wafting gently around me. That is not viral. Don't worry, darlings. It is all purified. Cleansing and purifying the situation is key. We do that before we even appear on the screen, or I should say even before we come out of the bedroom. You know what I'm saying? Cleanse and purify your situation. That's very, very important in every way, shape, and form. You want to be thinking cleansing. You want to be thinking purifying. You want to be thinking fabulosity. And if you do all the above, darlings, then everything down below will take care of itself somewhat, somehow. That's it. That's what I came to say, darlings. I came to say, I hear the sirens. Luckily, we don't have too many sirens in my particular part of Queens because, it can weigh on you when you hear them all day. It can really get to you. Darlings, I hope you are safe and sound wherever you are. And if you're listening to this now, or who knows, 1,000 years in the future, know this. Goldie Goldstein was here as an alter ego, A-L-T-A-R ego, a manifestation of divine fabulosity, creativity in service to a higher good, in service to the uplifting of the planet, in service to the healing of the planet, and in service to the awakening of mankind from the, how shall we say, the hypnotic state they've been in, very purposely lulled into such a state by some very bad people. You know what I'm talking about. You know who they are. Certainly, if you're watching this well into the future, it will be all very clear because I'm writing it all in my memoirs, darling. So really, all you'll need to know in the future, just get a hold of my memoirs and read them. Don't weep. Just read them. And appreciate what we went through because we did it for you. All right? We did it for you, the fuchsia. That's why we're not giving up. We're not giving in. We are gathering our forces. We are discovering our soul's journey. And we are contributing it all. All of the mishpuchim are contributing it, darlings, are contributing the life stream. Now that we've quieted down the jet stream, there's actually more room for the life stream, the divine light stream to come flowing through the fabulosity in certain incarnated personalities, such as Goldie Goldstein. Not bragging, just telling it like it is. And may you find your own life stream and live stream, the pillar of light in which you live and breathe, the perpendicular path. We've discussed all these things. They're in the works, honey. Look them up. Look them up in the archives, all right? I'm not working it all out right here, right now. But it's in the archives. You can find it online. You can find it in the memoirs. You can find it in the teachings. It's all there. If you just put in a little effort, open up the cover of the book and start to read. All right, darlings? Bless you. I love you. I honor the light within you, and let that light shine, please. Cut out all the crap, really. I'm talking to all of you people who are gumming up the works. Cut it out, snap out of it, wake up, take a breath, get outside, get some fresh air it out, honey. Air it out. If you've been walking around with anger, resentment, judgment, disappointments, you're stinking up the atmosphere with all that crap. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know, think about it. You are stinking up the atmosphere if you are walking around with anger and resentment and judgment and righteousness, self-righteousness. Pure righteousness is another story. We're not going biblical tonight. We're not going Kabbalistic, all right? We don't have enough accoutrements. But cleanse and purify. Bring peace, darling. If I leave you with one piece of advice, it's peace. Peace is not just only a piece of advice. It is the piece of advice. And in fact, peace is the advice, honey. Peace. Bring peace to yourself internally. Then bring peace to your life. Make amends where you need to make amends. Do it now. Don't wait. You don't know what's coming. You don't know what's coming. Do it now, honey. Make amends, apologize, be humble, be grateful. Not to beat yourself up, but let's tell the truth to ourselves and to others. Do it all in a spirit of peace and love. All right, I'm getting a little bit too philosophical, and I haven't eaten dinner. So I'm going in to make some borscht, and I will be seeing everybody in the Zoom Boom Room. Mother's Day, 2 p.m. That's a 2 p.m. Broadway matinee, darlings. Eastern time in the United States of Corona. Sad to say, but true, darlings. Our years of dedicated political anarchy have led us to a moment of suffering that could have been otherwise mitigated quite sincerely. Let's keep saying our prayers, our blessings, keep ourselves in good shape, in alignment, in harmony, and peace. And one day at a time, honey, one day at a time. Shalom, namaste. Peace, love, and kugel, honey. Listen, that's what I have to say. It's been said. You've heard it. Now take it in and do something good with it, all right? Happy Mother's Day.